You don't need to depend on your paycheck. If you're depending on a paycheck, you're going to be addicted to that, and that paycheck is going to not going to you are not going to be an entrepreneur because of that paycheck. You are going to always try again and again, and that if you're not liking that company, leave that company. If you're not liking that subject, leave that subject, try something else, because you need to. So the entrepreneur is not like the business. The entrepreneur is what the entrepreneur is really the mindset and the skills. Whatever you have is skills, you try to becoming, use that skill to create the long term wealth for you, create the plan for you, and that set up the different set up the rules, and you don't follow them. You have to see the everything by different scenario. You don't have to follow the rules. You don't need to have the follow the 9 to 5, everyone like that. You don't have to follow the rule depending upon the whether you are employees or a small businesses. Your role is different. You have to set the different mindset. You could say you can be a better version of you, and thinking about to having the faith in you, and that could be tell you like that. You need to have just tell yourself that the same thing, I'm not going to repeat again and again. I'm not going to do that again and again. I still remember it clearly when I was doing job in the a company, and I was just so much. It was so much hard working things, but really remember that anything that you want to start is by not frustration. You need to start by working anywhere that is. I was getting paid 8,000 rupees per month. That I was doing. I have done that one in 4 months. I still remember I got so lucky, and I was just got so happiness that wow, it was awesome for me. I am getting this one again and again. And they're like that's like us saying that if you're going to addicted to your paycheck, you're not going to build something new. You're not going to build something extraordinary ordinary, and you are need not going to be in the brand. You are not going to build the something that is going to help, that is going to serve the millions of the people worldwide. And it's like you need to having the attitude that you remember your, if you are going to fail, you are going to learn something new. But if you are not trying that thing, you are not going to do anything. So you need to try something new always. You don't need to have the money for starting anything. You need to have the skills. You need to have the trust in yourself. You have to encourage yourself that I'm not going to dependent on my paycheck. I want to be more smarter, and test your character, test your create skills, that I am going to better, I'm becoming a better human being. And so really it's a beneficial for you, not depending on their paycheck. You need to create your long term wealth, that you need to have your make your passive income sources. uh, Passive income sources is not like that. It is not dependent on the paycheck. It's dependent on after active income that will convert into the passive to prepare yourself for the next 20 years. So you need to prepare yourself for the next 20 years. You need to prepare yourself for the future. You need to have the uh, prepare yourself for the your next generation. You need to prepare yourself for the generational wealth. You need to prepare yourself for the long term focus, long term wealth. So this was all about how you don't need to depend on your paycheck. You need to depend on your skill. You need to depend upon your wealth.